Honored to support Senator Blackburn's resolution because this is an issue that is of great importance to families, students, and just concerned citizens across the country. Parents Defending Education has conducted extensive polling over the past several years about how people feel about the issue of women in sports, women in locker rooms, and male athletes playing on those teams. And it has consistently been a 70, 30, 80, 20 issue. So this is something that really strong feelings on this really span racial lines, political lines. And it is common sense. So the fact that Senator Blackburn had introduced this last term and it was blocked by Democrats is something that's appalling because it's something that their own constituents even support. And so to commemorate that and to commemorate all the sacrifices and the hard work that has been put in to get to a place of equality, only to watch it stripped away by the Biden administration that refuses to even respect the definition of the word women, is something that is appalling, that we're at a place where this has to happen, but we're very grateful that Senator Blackburn took the steps to make sure that it does. Having known many college athletes over the course of my life, the amount of effort that it takes to be a D1, a D2, a D3 athlete. I mean, these are students who have spent thousands of hours over the course of their life, going back to very, very young ages to get to this elite position where they are in colleges and universities. And so to have a spot on a team, to have a scholarship opportunity taken away from them by someone who is deemed to be faster purely because of their biology, is something that I think is a real slap in the face to these girls who have sacrificed so much, who have worked so hard. But then, they're with muscle composition, with bone density, with all of these things being so different, it's very, very hard for them to be able to keep up. And so let's think about the original intent of Title IX. It was put in place to protect and ensure that women weren't losing out on opportunities as a result of their sex. And now we're watching that happen, and we're watching girls' sex be weaponized against them. It turns the whole intent of the law upside down. And so I'm really glad that we're getting back to a place of sanity. I think this is a non-trivial part of the reason that President Trump was reelected. And I think the American people and families are really excited to watch him follow through on this process. It's critical that Congress get involved in these issues because it codifies it and locks it in. I mean, let's look at how, even Title IX has been weaponized and interpreted by administrative agencies over the past several years. Title IX was part of the Education Amendments. It was ratified in 1972. And it's 37 words, but we're now watching Democrats interpret one simple word, sex. They're totally rewriting what that means, sexual orientation and gender identity. And that's not what's in there. And if that's what they want to happen, then they need to write a law to do it. This has been introduced, frankly, every session that I can remember going back, for years and years and years. This was Nancy Pelosi's Equality Act. They wanted to put that in. And those votes always lose by huge margins, including Democrats voting against them, because it's something that the American people simply do not want. So the fact that the Biden administration is trying to do this, as the Obama administration did, through a pen and a phone, shows that it's a little bit lawless. And so I think to have Congress pass these bills, ratify them, get to the president's desk is critical, because we can't keep doing this whiplash back and forth every 4 years. I think the NCAA should be aware that this is something that families are unhappy with, consumers are unhappy with. And as we saw from Caitlin Clark, there is real interest in these sports when they are kept to their original intent. It's not fun to watch a guy beat the crap out of a girl. It's not fun to watch a girl try and keep up with a bunch of men and fall behind. And so in the interest of, keeping the sporting world, giving that integrity, it's something that I wish that they would actually consider what their consumers want instead of what their political agenda is.